The DOJ has opened a federal civil rights investigation into the shooting of Alex Preddy. The news today coming from Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche.
Yeah, Preddy was the second U.S. citizen killed by federal agents in Minneapolis this month. Both victims were protesting ICE operations at the time. The department, by the way, did not open an investigation into the death of Renee Good. Some in Minneapolis claim ICE has not yet changed its ways, despite a change in command. Border czar Tom Homan says ICE will start to reduce their illegal immigration enforcement, but he first wants concessions, he says, from state and local leaders. Among those negotiations, we have learned that ICE agents will stop wearing masks, but only if protesters stop wearing them as well, Carrie.
That is from Republican Speaker of the House Cameron Sexton, who recently visited the White House to develop immigration bills for Tennessee.
News Channel 5's Ben Hall pressed Sexton on those bills and other plans for this legislative session on Inside Politics.
The disturbing scenes of protest and chaos in Minnesota are not stopping Tennessee lawmakers from cracking down further on illegal immigration here, especially in Nashville.
Is Nashville not a sanctuary city, but they're allowing people to live here that are illegal that they know, and they're just turning a blind eye? Yeah, I think they probably are.
Sexton discussed some of the immigration bills that he worked on with White House officials, who say they want to make Tennessee a model for the rest of the nation. He expects to pass a bill requiring public schools to see if students are here legally.
What I will tell you, at the very least, we should at least ask if they have legal status to come into our schools, not to remove them, but to define and see how big of a problem it is.
And he said it was appropriate for ICE agents to wear masks, even though police officers do not.
But if you're just arresting people who have committed some kind of crime, why do you have to hide your face?
Well, they're doing it to protect their families and their children and others because they're being doxxed. Everybody wants to look at ICE and say they're wearing masks. They shouldn't. Well, we got all the protesters wearing masks. Why are they wearing masks? Because more likely what we know is they're paid protesters. There's a lot of paid protesters up there. And you get paid more by the more chaos you do, right?
Sexton also said he hopes to add another 20,000 voucher scholarships to the 40,000 that were approved last year. They pay $7,300 for students to go to private school and have been very popular. But many students who get the scholarships are already in private school.
Are you satisfied this is really getting new kids into private school, or is it just subsidizing people who are already there?
Well, my question is are they not taxpayers? Do they not pay taxes in our state? Do those families who are sending their kids to private school currently get the scholarship? Why is that wrong?
And Sexton said he is filing a bill to take power away from Metro on the East Bank and give more power to the East Bank Authority Board that he sits on.
Do you not trust Metro?
Well, there's two hats on that one. As a speaker and a member of the General Assembly, there's a lot of leftist policies we don't agree with that Metro Council is trying to do, and I don't think they agree with everything that we're doing. I think from the standpoint of when you create an East Bank Authority and you say they're an authority, but they have no authority, that's misrepresentation.
This conversation took place just before the recent winter storm. You can see the entire interview on Inside Politics.